Good afternoon. I hope I find you well. In recording this lecture, I specifically am recording this lecture from those that missed my face-to-face lectures for various reasons. The purpose of this online lecture is just to help you to prepare for your examinations, which are around the corner. So generally, we're going to start with the module overview. What exactly are we looking at in this module? The module name is called Mathematics for Engineers or Calculus for Engineers, and the course code, the module code, it's BioEng 117. Make sure you register, make sure you are registered for this module for you to sit for my examination. And also make sure you also do the coursework. Yeah, right. So there is a in-class test and an assignment. Make sure you submit to me through my email address. There is my email address. Usually use it one for submission of your coursework. Do that as soon as possible because the other group is already submitted. Okay. So the purpose of the course. So in going through this course, I'm not going to explain deeper. The purpose is just to help you with the exam. Okay, so I'm just going to concentrate on areas which I consider are important for the exam. The purpose of this module, calculus of several variables, is to help engineering students with some A-level background on calculus. The purpose is concentrating on motivating results and concepts geometrically rather than providing a rigorous proof. The module, as you are going to see, it makes use of logic and calculus. Concepts are defined carefully and the results are stated precisely that illustrate a way by way of vivid concrete examples. We seek to introduce and develop concepts including complex numbers. So these are some of the areas that we're going to. So the aim of the course is to introduce gently the rigor of mathematical analysis and provide a good background for applied mathematics. As an engineering student, calculus is one of the important module that you're supposed to know. Okay, so in preparation of your exams, these are the topics that you're going to cover, and these are the areas that you should concentrate on. Of course, the number system, which gives you an introduction where we're looking at natural numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, principle of mathematical induction, the real number system, inequality set of solution set, geometrical representation, absolute value numbering to intervals. We are also going to look at sequence and series, the definition, notation, monotonic sequence, divergence and convergence of a sequence, test for convergence or divergence of a sequence or of a series, using the direct comparison test, limit comparison test, alternating series, absolute convergence, the nth root test, and the ratio test. We are also going to look at functions, limit or functions of single variables, definition, notation, types of functions, definition of a limit of a function and its application, right and left hand limit, the L or L'Hopital rule, continuous functions, and also curve sketching. Differentiation, the differentiation that you know from A level, we're going to apply it as well. Concept of differentiation, theories of differentiation, application of differentiation, like the mean value theorem, the rho-less theorem. These are the theories that I'm just going to concentrate on. The Leibniz theorem, I'm not interested in that. Integration, we're also going to look at definition of integration. We're going to look at, indefinite integration and definite integration, techniques of integration, reduction formulas, and improper integrals. Then we are also going to go through the almost the same structure, but now looking at functions of two or more several variables. So you see the module is arranged in such a way that there is logic. So first of all, we look at numbers, limits, convergence, okay, sequence, series, convergence. Then when we look at functions, we also look at limits, differentiation, integration, convergence, divergence. Functions are two variables, the same thing. We're going to look at limits, partial differentiation. Of course, you apply the chain rule, extended chain rule, the stationary points, maxima and minimum points, and also saddle points. But now these are now functions of two or more variables. Then we're also going to look at integration of functions of several variables using the double integration, change the order of integration, changing the order of integration, triple integrals. The sets, basic set theory. In this module, I'm not going to teach set theory, and I'm also not going to, it's also not going to be examined. Also, I'm also not interested in probability because the biomedical engineering students will do probability together in biostatistics, introduction to biostatistics. So I decided to jump probability because of time. We are going to look at complex numbers. Of course, complex numbers, you should read on that. Not everything, complex numbers, modulars, complex conjugate, division, polar representation of complex numbers, De Moivre's theorem, and application of complex numbers. We are also going to look at matrices and determinants. Under matrices, I'm much interested in how to find the determinant of a 3x3 matrix. Of course, you should know the transpose, square matrix, diagonal matrix, power matrices, complex matrices. But here I'm just interested in finding the determinant using the Serre's rule and also the Gauss-Jordan elimination method for solving a system of equations. This part, application of matrices. You should know the elementary row operation, using the Gauss-Jordan elimination and how to find a determinant of a 3x3 matrices. This is generally the module. These are the areas that you are supposed to concentrate on. Then the method, of course, for this group is going to be online. With the other group, we did face-to-face. We also did group discussions, seminars, and tutorials. Right. And how you'll be assessed. Yeah, it's important to know that before we start the module. The module, you'll be assessed using a 3-hour examination, final examination. And the final examination, we will contribute 50% of the final mark. And the coursework, we will contribute another 50%. So the 50% will come from the assignment and the in-class. So without coursework, I want to emphasize on this, without coursework, you will not pass this module. You will not even be allowed to sit for the examination without coursework. So it's important to send me your coursework as soon as possible through my email. Okay, so the coursework will contribute 50%, and the examination, which you write from 23, will contribute another 50%. The examination, I will explain more on the examination at the end of this, at the end of all the lectures. But the exam is going to have two sections, section A and section B. Section A, you answer all questions. Section B, you're supposed to choose 3 questions from a total of 5. So section A will carry 40 marks, section B will carry 6 marks, which means 20 marks each. What is written here is not correct. There are some changes there. So each question in section B will carry 20 marks, and you are supposed to choose 3. Then section A is out of 40. You are allowed to refer to other sources, which I quoted here. All these sources are there for you to expand. Because when you want to get a distinction, you are not only supposed to concentrate on this lecture notes, but the lecture notes are sufficient for you to pass. But if you want a distinction, you are allowed to make use of other sources. Okay. This is just the abstract, which is explaining what the course is all about. Fundamentals of modern science. This is just for you to read and understand how the module is about. Okay. So this is just a course overview. I hope this is going to explain. So I'm going to go through chapter 1. I'll try to make the videos as short as possible. So as you are going to listen to these videos, please refer to your notes. You are allowed to pause the video, refer to the notes, read the notes and understand, so that the video will be just there to guide you and to explain some other important areas. Okay, so as an introduction or the course overview, I think this is okay. Next, I'm going to record a video on chapter 1. Thank you.